Hello wrestling fans, I am your host, the Masked Hope, and let me tell you, there are a few things that I enjoy more than a good mask. A mask isn't just a costume, it's a legacy. It's a second skin, a canvas for storytelling. It allows the wearer to become something larger, something more mythic, and adds layers of mystery, spectacle, and a whole lot of cool. Today we are diving deep into the hallowed halls of the World Wrestling Entertainment to celebrate the men who used the iconic piece of headgear to define their WWE careers and etch their names into history. This is the Masked Hope Top 5 Masked Wrestlers in WWE history. Now, before we jump into our top 5, we have to give a massive shout out to a global icon. While his primary fame wasn't forged in WWE, his incredible influence and one-off appearance left a lasting mark. Jushin Thunder Liger. Liger's iconic mask based on an anime character is instantly recognizable. He is the definition of a workhorse, performing across 3 decades and 4 continents. He even graced NXT. He truly proved that you don't need to see the face to feel the emotion. An absolute legend. Kicking off our countdown at number 5, we have a man who flew into our hearts, proving that even a superhero needs a mask in the wrestling ring. Stand back, because I'm talking about the Hurricane. Played brilliantly by Shane Helms, the Hurricane mask persona was a breath of fresh air in the early 2000s. With his cape and bright green costume and a mask that completed his superhero look, he became one of WWE's most beloved, comedic yet capable characters. He captured the Cruiserweight title, tag team titles, and even squared off with some of the biggest names in WWE. The Hurricane proved that a masked wrestler could be both entertaining and effective. Always ready with a stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. The Hurricane proved that a masked wrestler could be both entertaining and effective. Always ready to hit someone with a "What's up with that? What's up with that?" Sliding in at number 4 is a monster whose mask and presence struck fear into the hearts of opponents and fans alike. We're talking about Big Van Vader. While his most dominant runs were outside of WWE, Vader's arrival in 1996, complete with his iconic smoking black mask and helmet, immediately established him as a top-tier threat. He was a force of nature, clashing with the likes of Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Yokozuna. That terrifying mask wasn't just for show. It embodied the sheer power and aggression of the Rocky Mountain Monster, making him one of the most credible mask destroyers WWE has ever seen. And whenever I see that mask again, I know it's time. It's Vader time. Moving to the bronze position, at number 3, we find a tortured soul whose unsettling mask became synonymous with the brutal and unpredictable Attitude Era. We're talking about Mick Foley's Mankind. Mick Foley's infamous masked alter ego Mankind was truly unique. His leather mask, straitjacket, and constant cries for mommy, he was both disturbing and strangely endearing. Mankind's mask wasn't about concealment. It was about revealing a damaged psyche. He gave us legendary matches, death-defying stunts, and even captured the WWF Championship. His mask, often worn with Mr. Socko on his hand, is etched into the memories of every Attitude Era fan, including myself. And if Mankind could say one thing to you right now, you know what he would say. Have a nice day. Well, now we're down to the final 2. And number 2 is perhaps the most enduring masked character in WWE, a genuine monster who stalked the ring for decades. That's gotta be Kane. Debuting as the demonic masked brother of The Undertaker in 1997, Kane's full-face mask from his early years is absolutely iconic. It completed his terrifying persona, a silent, destructive force. He was a cornerstone of the Attitude Era and beyond, winning the WWE Championship and World Heavyweight Championship and countless other accolades. The mask was essential to his mystique, turning a man into a big red machine. For years, we wondered what lay beneath, and that mystery made him utterly compelling. Kane is one of the greatest, and arguably not even about the mask, Kane is one of the greatest big men in the history of wrestling. His moveset should be the prototype for everybody over 6 feet. So for that, we should give Kane his flowers. Let's ignore everything he does outside the ring. And now for the undisputed quintessential king of masked wrestlers in WWE. The man whose mask didn't just make his career, but defined an entire generation of WWE fans. We are talking about Rey Mysterio. Rey's masks are an evolution of art, constantly changing colors and designs, always reflecting his vibrant, high-energy persona. His story is one of a smaller man conquering giants. The mask is essential in that story. Covers his face, yes, but completely reveals a hero within. Rey Mysterio showed millions of kids that even the smallest person can be the biggest star. A Grand Slam champion, Royal Rumble winner, WWE champion, and World Heavyweight champion. He achieved it all while proudly wearing his luchador mask. Booyaka Booyaka 619. Not to mention the decades, literal decades, that Rey Mysterio has been competing in the ring. There's always talk that high flyers will not have a long career because of the high risk move they take, and Rey Mysterio proves that wrong. Yes, he's had many knee surgeries, but he's come back from every single one to be better than last time. And that's my list, from the superheroics of the Hurricane to the undeniable legend Rey Mysterio that's been in the ring for decades and seemingly is never going to stop. These are the masked men who thrilled us, terrified us, and etched their iconic looks into the fabric of WWE history. Which WWE masked hero did I miss? If any, let me know in the comments. I'm the Masked Hope, and you gotta remember that our masks are not always external. Sometimes they're internal. We all wear masks. I'm the Masked Hope, and I'll see you next time. Peace.